está mi gente? Aquí yo estoy con mi familia. I'm here with my beautiful family. Excuse me. We've been a little overwhelmed. I was on vacation for a while. So please excuse me, but I'm going to make it up to all of you fans. So let's try to get this to a nice little number here. I'm here with my nephew Gary Lamboy, my daughter Crystal Lamboy, Leanna Lamboy, and Mr. Shane. And we're here on the table, and today's table talk is going to be not conservative at all, okay? We're going to be adults. If you have children under the age of 17, this is consensual, this is an adult talk. Please excuse them out of this YouTube talk. I don't want to offend any mother, any father, any child, anyone at all, period. This is just for adults. Okay, I'm giving you 3 minutes to get rid of all the youngins. Thank you, my beautiful loyal fans, for hitting me up in Puerto Rico, for following me on Instagram. You guys are just amazing. I am so gratitude, because without my fans, I ain't nothing. You guys are not only my fans, you're my family. You know, we like to bring the table talk, the house talk, the realness into everyone's home. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone can give an answer. Not no two people is gonna agree. This is my nephew. My beautiful nephew came from Florida to be with me. Yes. This is my nephew, this is my baby, this is my choo-choo, this is my choo-choo bee. I love him. It's my boogie. Anyway, it's a grown-ass old man already, my kids, you know. But these are my babies. And I'm very open with my nephew. There's no disrespect to my nephew, no disrespect. My daughters are my world. I'm always mom first, but we have a very open relationship. My son-in-law, I can speak about anything to my son-in-law. My son-in-law is my rock, my everything. He got a little hurt. He's in pain. My son-in-law is a little hurt, but he's here anyway. That's the amazing man he is. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, mi gente. The table talk today is about threesomes.
Okay.
Having threesomes. Should it happen in a relationship? Shouldn't it? Is it fair for a woman to have a threesome equally as to a man? Which, I mean, to be very vulgar, a man loves 2 women or more. So is it fair for a woman to have 2 men if she gave her husband a threesome? So this is where the conversation is going to be at. I would like to ask my daughter, my nephew, my son-in-law, how do you guys feel about this conversation? How do you feel in a relationship if a man I'm not saying you've done it. None of us here has perspective. We're not saying we've been experienced. We do threesomes, we're swingers. We're not saying that. The conversation is really, this is why.
Fair?
Is it fair?
For a woman to want one.
To want equally. Equal rights in bed.
Okay.
Let's just go with equal rights.
Okay.
So, my question is, all right, I'm going to go off to the men first.
Okay.
Because I always feel that a man to get a threesome anytime. Men are happy with it, right? You're happy with 2 women. It's such a sexy, beautiful thing. Is a sexy, beautiful thing. Now, do you think it's equally sexy for 2 men with a woman? Is it fair that a woman gives it to you and you won't give it to a woman? Or is it hypocrisy? Because I feel that's hypocrite. I really feel that's hypocrisy.
Right. Go.
What is your perspective on that?
To be fair about the situation, it's only right that if the female give it to the guy, it's only right that, you know, you give it to her in other ways, right? But I feel like, for me personally, like when I was younger, it was a fantasy of achieving a threesome. But as I get older, I see that it's just a nut, you know, just a little.
It's real table talk.
Yeah, it's not something that I'm really excited about, like I was when I was a teenager. So that would never happen for my wife having a threesome with 2 men. I'm done, so I'm not even interested for that to happen.
Right. So you wouldn't even ask her.
Yeah,
you're not going to ask her because you're not going to give it back.
Exactly.
That's respectable.
It's not
but we're going to swing that spectrum on the other angle. Let's just say you did have a threesome.
Okay.
And she gave it to you. And now she desires her own fantasy. How do you feel about your wife?
Not happening.
See how unfair men are?
not happening.
Gary, I'm going to get to you in a minute. I want to go from a male to a female.
Right.
How do you feel? Will you give your husband a threesome? Is it fair?
I think that threesomes, if someone is to have a threesome, that would have to be on the kind of relationship you have. Certain people are built for threesomes and certain people aren't.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
You know what? You're absolutely right about that. It's my baby. See why I love her, Chrissy.
Yeah, but I also feel that if you are gonna give somebody a threesome, you have to be mentally prepared for the whole
Everything,
Right.
everything that comes with it. Yeah.
Now, I understand it's like a big thing on the bucket list. Everybody wants to kick it. I get it. But the truth is that if you are going to do it, just be prepared for the emotional roller coaster that might come with it. Some people handle it differently. And I promise, if you're in a relationship with somebody, somebody's going to handle it easier than the other.
That's a fact.
And it can become problematic. So that's my belief.
That is a fact.
But I do believe that some couples are built like that and
Oh,
are built to have
absolutely.
fun and
Oh,
are
hell
swingers and enjoy it. So for me, I really believe to each his own. That's what
That's like the, yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
Absolutely.
respectful. Leanna, how do you feel about it? Because I'm going to get to you right now.
I mean, I feel like if a guy could ask it, just expect it right back at you. You get what I'm saying?
Fair.
Yeah.
Gary, you're a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's just say your wife did give you a threesome. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that's like a double standard for a woman and a man?
It is, you know, it's...
How do you feel with your...
And as far as my own
Your,
situation.
yes.
Okay, so I can't say that I would be okay with giving my wife a threesome, but in the same hand, I'm not gonna ask for one.
Right.
Okay.
Why? Because one's enough.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people downplay the spirituality of sex. You understand me? When you're intimate with somebody, you're intertwining with that person.
Yep.
Now, just to play on what Crystal said, you have one of the people within the relationship who take it better than the other one. It just happens. You'll have one who's digging it, wants to keep doing it, and the other one is like, I don't know if I'm. You know, how do I stack up against this? Because then it becomes a competition. You know, we're humans. We're by nature, we're competitive. So
Yes.
that's something that you also have to take into consideration when you're like trying to do stuff like that. Me personally, fuck no. But don't ask me to bring a bitch in the bedroom. I'm gonna tell you no the same.
Okay.
Period.
Whether it's a woman or a man, all right.
I also think like that's like a chemistry, a soul. You know, you don't know who you letting in. Regardless of it's just you hitting it and going. It could be bad vibes. Some women are wicked, like
And
you know,
men.
some men
Goes
are
both
wicked.
ways.
Some people are just so dry that they do it for spite, for competition, and the whole time you
Right.
think you're having fun, but the
Right.
whole time they trying to prove something in the
Yeah.
bed to your woman or something like that, you know. So, but if you do meet an awesome person, because there's some awesome souls in this world
Awesome.
where they're like just truly happy and want to experience something, and you just give them their fantasy and they're like jolly, like dude, I did it, and they just genuinely happy, then that's awesome.
See, all right, I understand your opinion, I understand your opinion, I understand your opinion, I understand your opinion. However, my opinion is really more or less what Crystal says. Some people are built for it, some people are not. I don't see, it's so true what you said, it's an energy thing. And if the energy isn't there, you know, like me, all right, let's just say for me, for example, I'm free, I'm a very free person, I'm very open-minded. I want to give my husband a threesome. Forget about what he wants, I want to give it to him. Now, is it fair that I want to give, I'm not expecting one back for me, but I want to give it to him anyway. So, is it fair? Isn't it
Absolutely
fair?
fair.
Can I add my perspective?
Of course.
Now, I think this is important, and I think if you're entering a relationship, this is a conversation that needs to be established early. You have to be honest about your openness sexually, because threesomes are a thing. People have, you know, orgies and all types of stuff, and they're okay with it. No,
Okay.
see, for me, I'm like my mom in that sense. I don't know if it's a Capricorn thing. I'm a free spiriter. I believe that, and me, I'm not preferred to a kind of look, a kind of color, you know, yeah. Honestly, not even. It doesn't matter whether it's a woman, a man, a transgender. If I love you, I love you. If you give me that energy, then you give me that energy. But see, there's so many kinds of energies that you're gonna feed off of people, right? And a sexual tension is one that is hard to resist. It's temptation. We fight it all the time.
Lust.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to enjoy the spur of the moment, but the thing is this: it's not hard to enjoy it. But the thing is this: how is our partner truly feeling? What are they not telling us? What are you?
Well, with me, all right. This is how I feel about it. I feel if you're gonna go in, this is to all my fans, toda mi gente que están allá afuera. For the people that speak Spanish, estamos hablando de tres personas, más unas en la cama. Ahora, ¿cómo un hombre se va a sentir? ¿Cómo una mujer se va a sentir? To me, if you're free and you're okay and you're able to be okay with yourself and you want to experience and enjoy the moment, I say enjoy the moment. You only live once.
Live your
Okay.
life.
I have a
Have fun.
question for you women, right? So, what if he picked a girl?
No, you see, there's rules.
So wait, let me finish.
There's rules. See, I have to put rules in real quick. God damn it, there's rules.
Now let me go.
I picked the woman.
Right. Let me finish. I agree. 1,000%.
You can pick the man, I pick the woman.
Huh?
Hmm?
Right.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Wait,
okay,
wait.
okay. Wait.
Wait.
First of all,
I'm saying
So basically, I'm gonna ask like, what if he picks the girl? See, now, it doesn't, like, I'm not a jealous person, right? I'm really not jealous. But
I'm a little.
if it comes to, no, I'm
I'm
jealous.
territorial.
Right. So if I decide to share it, I'm not being jealous. At the moment, I'll decide to share it. But now, if you introduce me to a girl that you want to screw,
That would offend me.
that right there,
that's preconceived.
that's not.
I'm
Now,
gonna be honest with you. As a man,
That's
that's preconceived. We've in our head already played it out, and since we know that the relationship is set up that way, we're gonna bring it to you. Not completely ignoring that you're gonna see it as preconceived, as in I already see myself sleeping with that woman. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna act, especially if we know that it's like that. If we know that it's like that, it's like, I'm with my nigga, I bet. Yo, bro, you see that, bro? I can take that home and me and wifey do that. Unoblivious to us that.
And how would you feel, let's say, if I were to say, or any female were to say, hey, well, this is the guy that I want to have a threesome with.
this is my conversation. Can I get into
It's
that?
the same thing.
We are getting into that.
It's
And
the
this
same
is
thing.
what I want to say,
Mhm.
right? When I gotta speak from experience.
Talk to him.
The truth is that typically when you're having a threesome, you have different ways it happens, right? You have your college girls having fun with a hot guy. That happens. Or you have your two guys and this one hot chick. Two guys, one girl ends up in some serious, we've all heard that phrase before. Things like that happen. But then you have your couples. Now, when you have couples, it's sensitive. Because, like I said, you have to know the intentions of one as both. You need to know the intentions of both, as well as how they both really feel. I can probably guarantee you that someone's not going to tell you exactly how they feel about it. Because when you love somebody, you tend to submit yourself. Now, let's talk about the real definition of a threesome. What is a threesome? Submission. You submit yourself to more than one person. Menage a trois, things like that. These are things that actually happen. And when you submit yourself in that way, it's either with the intentions of I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna enjoy this moment, or this is something I've been waiting on my whole life.
Or, can I finish? Or,
Yeah.
it could be like, I was just waiting to see if you said yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
It can open up a can
Shame.
of worms.
Yes.
It could open up a can of worms. How do you feel? Let's just say, all right, I believe threesomes should have rules. If you gotta sign a goddamn contract, you're
That's
married,
right.
you sign it between you and your husband.
When you got married, you did sign a contract.
When you have a threesome, I believe me as a woman, if I desire a threesome at my age, obviously I'm choosing, I'm picking. When it's over and done with, no more communication.
Do you think that age has something to do with the mindset of having a threesome?
Fuck yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
You really
No
think
way.
that?
Absolutely.
I would have never thought of that at your age.
So how about
That's what she's saying. So you
once
agree.
you
You agree with Gary. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't want to use the ignorant term of like once a dog, always a dog, once a hoe, always a hoe, but kind of like when you have certain sexual desires, that is of you. That is
There's nothing wrong
But
with
you
that.
outgrow-
All right. Guys,
you outgrow certain things
when you have
especially
had
men.
But if you
Especially
haven't had it, it's like a desire that grows within you.
It depends. I mean, at that point, you're over.
Some people get over it. Some
Right.
people get over it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I believe that that's something.
yeah,
that
but there's
can grow
some
within a person.
people
That yes.
that can have
Absolutely.
threesomes.
that want, yeah, absolutely.
There are some
Absolutely.
people who have threesome. I see the person for 6 months, 2 years.
See, my friend.
Bump heads have another threesome, and they know that's the partner to do that.
My friend.
I personally, let me finish. I personally think if you and your partner, your husband, your wife, y'all okay with it, I don't see anything wrong bringing some spice into your bed. You just have to know to have serious rules. And there's no community. There's no way that I'm gonna have a threesome. You're gonna hang out with the girl and call her on the low.
Oh, yes,
no, that's a disrespect.
All right, wait. Let me
See what I'm
finish.
saying?
Threesome
Is it
doesn't.
different?
Threesome doesn't necessarily bring spice. The bitch could be trash.
No, it could bring you harm.
No, can I say some real facts?
Yeah.
This is something that people don't think about. I promise you, now this is for females who are entering a relationship threesome, a single female. I promise you, if a single female allows you and him to do her, she wanted that. Because women
Hell
do
yeah.
not do something. They will never do anything that they one didn't
No.
intend on.
No.
Let me say
That's
this.
a lie.
What? No, you
Women
haven't
get
make
caught
mistakes.
up.
Yes. Who they
To
get
people
drunk.
who
Like I said, no,
manipulate.
listen to what I'm saying.
Rape every day.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about
Trafficking.
listen to me. I'm talking about a woman opening up her legs to your man.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm very open-minded. If I'm gonna pick this female and we're gonna hang out, this woman, I have to feel
I'm not talking
either
about the woman.
one, a connection, or one, no connection at all, where we pick you up in a bar and we will never see you
All right,
again.
let me finish on that though. Let me finish, right? So my friend had a threesome with her man, and when they all fell asleep, and when she woke up, her man was screwing the girl in front of her.
You're
I've seen that.
Wait, hold on, let me finish. Now that
Is a disrespect.
did you
Like
not?
I said,
Did you
the
not just
woman
get enough?
who opened up her legs. I'm sorry.
But there's some women who do it just for
I got
spite.
mom. I gotta say this.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you have a friend that says yes, that she'll do you the favor, kick that chick up out your house.
What?
That's a warning.
Snap a
And I'm gonna
flag.
tell you why it's a
Snap
warning.
a
Because a
flag.
woman who will open up her legs to your man would have been opened up to
And
your
has
man.
always
will
wanted
have
to.
been will have been opened
Really?
up.
You think
Can
that?
I speak? Will have been opened up her legs to you, whether she was there or not. That's my opinion.
Max,
That's facts.
all right, your opinion. Do you believe every time a woman, let's just say I invite a woman to the bed, she's apprehensive, like, are you kidding me? That's your family, that's your husband. But this is what I want.
And she does
That's
that for
different.
you.
Yeah,
That's
this
different.
is what I want. I want it because me and her, I feel that connection.
She was
with-
apprehensive. You said a key word.
You know?
I'm talking about the woman who's like, I'm dying to, oh my God, and she's
That's all
open to
premeditated. She
it.
been wanting
And
to.
she's like, oh my, and then when she does your man, she puts effort.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
All right.
Trying to
See?
show out.
I'm not talking about the woman who's like, oh my God, Desiree, I think you're so beautiful. You know, fuck it, I'll give it to you. I'm not talking about her. We all know a her. I'm talking
She's a little
about.
curious.
I'm
That's
talking
because that's
about.
curious for the woman.
I'm talking about the chick that you sit at home smoke Elsa with your man and have drinks with every weekend.
Right.
I'm
That's
talking
all.
about.
Oh no, that's
I'm talking
enough.
about. I'm talking about your friend who you tell your secrets to.
Let's
I'm
say
talking
that.
about. I'm talking about your homegirl who you speak about your sex life with. I'm talking about that chick who has been sitting in the background,
Easy,
keeping
girl.
her eyes open, waiting for the opportunity. I'm talking about the opportunity.
Nah.
Shane got something
See?
to
All
say.
right, wait, let's say
Let's-
All right.
So the conversation we're going for a good minute, right? So we're talking about threesome. You guys are basically
Yes,
putting
they
that,
went off.
putting that a man wanted, right?
I said me, a woman.
Wait,
I'm talking about the woman.
But what happened when the female is a lesbian? She wanted that woman, or she introduced
That's what my
a
mother's
threesome.
talking about.
This
She
is what I.
introduced
All
a
right.
threesome to the man.
All right. See, Shane, you're with me. This is all right. I'm gonna talk about this. This is how I feel about it. It's always this thing that every threesome is due because a man wanted. Not so.
Exactly.
Some women are so quiet and so sneaky would manipulate a man to agree to it, but it was all her idea. I know. I have a great friend who she loves women on the low, but she's a married woman. Due to her marriage, her beautiful family, she would never disrespect her family. Every now and then she likes to dip and dap, but she won't cheat on her husband. This is her opportunity to have that touch of a woman. Not always, not every threesome I think is about a damn man. Now, if I'm gonna have a threesome, I'm strong enough. I am such a powerful woman. I raised these two women. You my nephew. You've been around me all your life.
Right.
You know how I am. It's because I want it. It's my desire.
Now let me ask you this.
And if I trick my husband into wanting it because I wanted it, then c'est la vie. But not every threesome a woman is oblivious and she's the victim. No. There are women who want it. And it's okay if you're a woman. I gotta speak to my fans. Yeah, no disrespect to my fans. There are women who want it. And I'm very open-minded. I feel if you want a threesome or foursome, you want a freaking orgy, is your relationship, your marriage. You want to dip and dab before he goes and dips and dabs with another woman? You give it to him.
Wait, let me see.
Open-minded.
Hold on. There's a stereotype. Wait. There's a
No,
stereotype.
not you have to be. You have to be free will.
Listen to what
No,
I'm saying.
let me finish, right?
That can ruin something.
So finish, right? So there's sometimes a lot of the times I hear from women, you have to give it to your man before he finds it somewhere else, right? So you have it. If he's gonna find it somewhere else, I don't really.
You shouldn't be with that man. You shouldn't fucking be with that man. Period.
You know, let me say something. I gotta say this. Coming from a woman who taught me to never allow a man to tell you what you do with your body and
that's
anyone in your room.
No. I'm talking about a threesome through a woman's perspective, not a man. It's always about a man. Mira, mi gente, yo estoy hablando de yo, me. Como una mujer. As a woman, if I want it and I desire it, is it fair?
Yes.
Is it fair? Yes. All right, let me talk to my nephew real quick before I go back to you, Crystal, because I know where you're going to go. If I'm a woman and I want it, why is it dangerous? If
All right,
want it,
stop right there. I'm gonna ask you something. So if Mike wanted it, is it fair?
well, if I want it, I can't be a hypocrite. I gotta give it to him.
See, my thing is this: it is hypocritical when you say under my circumstances, but it can't be under his. See, for me, a threesome is something that goes down.
Equally.
This is something that goes down. If it does go down, most likely all three people were in partnership.
Absolutely.
A threesome is something that's typically forced. You know what I mean?
No.
On anybody. No relationship says, you know what, I don't have a choice. If I don't do it, I'm going to lose him. If you do feel that way, my opinion is how you raised me.
Run.
Thank you. Now, I really say that because I don't want women to think that because your man wants a threesome, you have to give it to him. You don't have to do that. If you're willing to submit, hey, more power to you, have fun, enjoy it. All right, great. Do it great. But if you're not comfortable with it, set that standard. Let your man know I'm not comfortable with it. I don't think that it's fair to me. Because this is what you're saying. Now, if a man isn't comfortable, he should also say that. Because there are men who would be very uncomfortable with a woman saying, "Yo, I want a man up in my bed." But then he can't do that with you with a woman. I think that's just hypocritical. For me, it goes both ways.
Listen, it definitely goes both ways. I understand what you're saying. I'm not saying a perspective of man. I'm saying, let's just say we're all equally down. Is it okay if I want it again?
Yeah.
If he wants it again?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think there should be any hypocrisy. If I'm going to give it to you, you're going to give it to me. We're going to give it to each other. However, we're talking about threesomes. We're not talking about having another partner. I understand having another partner. I agree. If I'm going to bring a man and let him bring his girlfriend and we're us four together. But if I want a threesome with a woman and I want to have it with my husband and just us three, not her man, not her boyfriend, I don't see why not. I don't see why women have to be hesitant. I don't see why it always has to be a man. It could be a woman that wants it and is okay with it. She's okay. She's comfortable. My whole point is, let a woman take power in bed. Not every threesome is a conspiracy. Not every partner is trying to hurt another partner. Not every time you have a threesome is because you're lacking in bed. It's just everybody has their own opinion. This is why we have 2 women, 2 men, where everyone has their own opinion. I cannot tell Leanna how to think. I could never tell any of my daughters how to think because they're strong, powerful women. That's how I raised them.
Fact.
But to my familia, to mi gentes out there, I really believe we make too much out of it. If it happens and you enjoy it, that's it. You let it go, you enjoy it. But some people are not built that way. Some people, if it happens, it's a conspiracy, and you was planning to cheat on me, and now they carry this weight. Wait, let me finish. Now they carry this weight on for months, years even.
Yep.
It can even destroy a marriage.
Absolutely.
However, on the other side of the spectrum,
Marriage and friendship.
there are people who have this, and it just spiked up their marriages.
And they thrive
It
off
just
of it.
did a good thing for their marriage.
All right.
They had a great time with it. They enjoyed it.
So let's be reality, right? You're young, you want to experience. My only thing about a threesome is when the guy feels the desire to sleep with a woman.
Then that's something that should have been put in
That's
perspective
something
at
that
the first quarter.
it just don't sit well.
Mhm.
Now, if we ever have a talk about a threesome, right? Because you should always have that talk with your partner.
That
And
should.
he says, you know, I don't mind a threesome, and you like, all right, so I'm gonna give you one. That's cool. Relationship, you know,
Happens.
that happens. And
I think it's great too.
Yeah.
I think it's great to experience your husband or your woman or your lover.
Your
that night.
significant other.
I think it's good. Let me say this.
No, that's opinions.
I think it's great to experience your lover in different levels if you're open to it.
Boom.
We gotta exclude those who aren't, because this is a difficult subject.
you're not with it
Nope.
at all.
Right, but I also believe that when a man does introduce a threesome, it's been lingering in his mind. It's something he wants. Are you gonna be the one to give it to him?
Then
or are
you're
you
being
gonna
a
retreat?
hypocrite
Or are you
about
gonna
it.
retreat?
Right,
No,
because at the
I'm not
same
being a hypocrite. This is
because-
what I'm
No,
saying.
no, no. I know what you're saying.
But if a woman
Right.
if a woman presents it, is that not the same thing?
I think it goes both ways. Both ways,
What
period.
happens, right?
Because
When you introduce a girl and
Wait, side note, I love all women, by the way. Love is love. Continue.
okay. So what
That boy, the
happens,
butcher
right?
nuts.
Like if you introduce a woman and she just her hygiene doesn't fit for y'all.
Then she got it covered.
She not
Wait,
sitting
wait,
on the
And that's
couch.
not want to
She
scrub
not
that bitch.
Get
No,
the fuck
wait,
out.
hold
Mr.
on.
Bubbles and spray
Wait.
her. Nah. Sorry.
How do you walk away? Because having
You don't
a
wanna
threesome isn't always you're gonna find a beautiful
You
pink
pull,
girl and
you
this is-
pull babe to
you
the
know-
side and you say, listen,
We got to
I
shower.
kissed her belly button and I got a smell. Can you kiss her belly button
With
and
that
confirm said
So
smell?
you tell her,
Now,
excuse me, like-
right, now, baby, go ahead. Now, at this point, if baby come in the room and she confirms said smell, we're gonna sit her down.
So
Like,
you
go
have
ahead
a
and dress.
meeting?
Go ahead,
No,
go
we're
ahead and
gonna
dress
get-
me. We'll sit you down. Listen, it's just not working, and we're gonna send her off
Nah.
the way.
You
Nah.
scratch and smell.
Vagina is gonna have
A
its
fishy
natural.
smell.
No,
Nah.
fishy. Something wrong with a fish shoulder, mom.
No.
Now a
no.
vagina is gonna have a sweat odor, different odors. You might get the crevice odor that you get when you're chubby like me. We're human. But the thing is that if it's loud. And you can smell it across the room. Or
Something is off.
cuando se quitan ropa, when she takes off her pants,
Boom!
and it hits
The
you.
smell.
And listen. There's circumstances. Some women they work, they've been out for the
Nah,
day.
you been out for the day and you go to have a threesome?
Y'all shit happens.
Your
Sometimes you go to the bar.
No,
and
you need to
stop.
take a
Let's talk about
motherfucking
different
bath.
people.
You never touch a culo without taking a bath. If you go in a club and you in the bathroom and y'all do each other real quickie, I'm sorry, I oku, so no. If we're gonna have sex, everyone needs to go in a shower. We all fucking scrubbing
Wait, hold on.
Mr. Bubbles.
Hold on, but hold on.
Ah, that shit happening spontaneous without a bath.
No, wait.
Tell them again.
No, wait, let me finish, right? So what happens, right? Well, it shouldn't stink, even if you don't take a bath. Like, you shouldn't be smelling something.
That's what I'm trying to say. It would
But
have
you still need to wear it and
it's a
freshen up.
vagina, and every vagina has a distinct odor.
Of
yes,
course.
but this is what I'm trying to say. It
Scratch
shouldn't
and
smell
Even if you
loud
don't take
or
a bath.
weird
Pungent.
or like garbage, pungent. It shouldn't
Pungent
smell
odor,
through 2
sour.
layers of clothing.
Yeah,
It shouldn't make you
No,
look
listen,
right.
listen, mi gente. If that shit goes, wait a minute. If that shit goes through jeans and corduroys.
You're
run.
bugging out. If it goes through corduroys,
Through jeans, run.
listen, chances are, if it can go through jeans or corduroy, you can put night vision goggles and see the steam. Listen, that's not, y'all gotta cut it out. Wash your ass. Alright?
No, you know what? Also, just don't even try it again. And if you know you ain't fresh,
Right.
if you're unsure, keep it a secret.
Don't tell nobody.
You keep it. You know, if you're unsure, keep it a secret.
Check yourself.
I would imagine the things people experience. My homegirl had a threesome with 3 girls. And she said she smelled one of the girls. And she got dressed and left. And the girl was like, what happened to you? She said she started panicking.
I caught an anxiety.
What?
You can't even breathe. That's fucked up. Anxiety. You need deep breaths.
She started panicking, and it was a good friend of hers. She erased the number, blocked the number.
Yo, one
never
of
spoke to her.
my mans, listen.
No, alright,
She
listen.
couldn't do it.
I'm a woman.
She got so
I'm a
scared.
woman. Listen. We all girls.
Right.
We all go to clubs. We're gonna jump a little off the threesome. It's still a part of the threesome club, women. And if puppy, serious. He's keeping the stack. Shane, I'm keeping it a stack. And if you're thinking you got potential, I'll scrub you. I'll teach
You know what? Yeah.
I'll teach you how
Yeah.
to clean it.
If you
Not
draw-
every woman is raised with a mother or a grandmother, or is open with their mother where they show them how to clean
Come
it properly.
on.
Nah, you can't
No.
date your bitch. You about to dog. What are you doing? Man, mommy, come. I got loofahs. Get the fuck out of here. You should have came washed before you. I got some of these.
I got
Get
some
the
of
fuck
these.
out of here. You should have came ready when you walked into the function.
Period.
That pussy need to be right now.
Ready.
Right now.
Yeah, go watch that.
I'm not
show.
nurturing you to bathe you, bitch. What?
You a grown ass adult. I'm telling you not to bathe you. If I'm bathing you, I'm putting you in diapers and putting you ass to sleep.
On the sofa, nigga.
You're not
What
getting
y'all
bathed
talking
with
about?
me.
Oh my God! Wait! Mira!
You
My
fucked out with
stinky
that.
culo people. Be sorry,
Some
bro.
people have our shoulder, bro.
That's a
And
fact.
some people can't smell. You know,
Yeah.
I am my husband's nose, bro. This guy can't smell.
My daughter doesn't have no
a
scent
scent. Yeah, he
either.
can't smell
Or
anything.
taste
No, I can
anything.
smell a stinking ass.
She can't smell, but she can smell the stinking ass
I can
vagina.
smell.
Mi gente, this is true table talk from mi casa to your casa. I'm gonna wrap it up. We got all off the subject.
Wait, let me tell you something.
Wait. Let me
Point
finish.
blank, period. If you want one, make sure you can receive that in return
Facts.
from your
And
partner.
my respect.
No, and also establish that in the beginning of the
The
relationship,
respect.
because you can fall in love with somebody and their ideas of what's good in a relationship can be completely different from yours.
Opposite from yours.
So definitely establish what is wanted and what's a
Yeah.
yes and what's a no-no in a relationship.
Facts.
Mira, mi gente, I want to be gratitude. I want to thank my nephew. My nephew is my world. That's my baby. My son-in-law, he's in so much pain right now. But he works. He's a worker. And he's like, fuck a threesome. I can do
You
that.
can do that. I don't need my hand for
I'm not
that.
gonna get one.
Like this.
I don't need one. It's a threesome. He got an extra hand.
He's gonna punch the butt.
But we're goofing around, guys. This is table talk from me casa to your casa, from my house to your house. The loyal family. We keep it real. We keep it 100. Please do not have your children in this conversation.
At
this
all.
one.
Not this conversation. And I'll see you hasta mañana. We're going to be filming every day for the next 2 or 3 days because I've been away. And I'll see you tomorrow.